is there anything that you want to do? Like, do you see yourself, do you see like an end to your career, and do you have something else that you want to do with your life, or you just kind of roll with the punches and just see where life takes you?
I feel like I mostly just roll with it and go with the flow, but I do see myself in the future. I really just want to take this money that I'm making now and turn it into something that like can provide for the rest of my life, or put it into investments and stuff like that. Be smart with my money, because I feel like a lot up until this point I just have been spending my money on whatever I want. Like, it feels good when you're working hard to just go out and buy yourself whatever you want, or be able to do that. And I feel like, I don't know, my family calls me Spendra, because like I have a problem with spending a lot. And I don't know where I get it, but I like to buy myself things that I want. I like to have nice things and get whatever I want. I feel like I work hard for it, but I feel like now I'm 25. It's about time that I like start really trying to invest my money and put it in places that'll help me when I'm older. I just want to get, I guess, like properties around places. Even just like for me, if I want to get a property in Hawaii and go there for a couple months, I want to be able to do that. And I just really want to like build something where I'll be okay. Or I'm like 35 and I don't still have to keep doing porn, you know? I want to be smart with it. But I don't know. I feel like at some point I'll start a family too. And I would eventually like to go back to school for animal science. I feel like I would love to have like an animal sanctuary, or a place where like I just love exotic animals like red pandas and otters. And like lately I've really been wanting a raccoon. Like, I just don't know. Like, I just love I just want like random cool animals. So I don't know, maybe one day I'll be like an animal person.
Yeah. I will say, like, I'm 42, and I wish that I had saved more money when I was younger. I do agree with the fact that, you work really hard, and yeah, like, you should be able to buy things that, like, I do the same thing. Like, I'm more into saving money now, especially because I have a kid. But you should reward yourself for the work that you do.
Yeah.
But saving money, I wish I had done that earlier, because I probably would own a house by now if I had, and I didn't. So
It's a lot. Yeah, I feel like that's my next goal, is like owning houses. I feel like that's the number one advice you could give anyone in this industry, is like really save your money and plan. Because if you don't, you'll be like 25 or 30 years old still doing this. And like, you just kind of want to set yourself up, if that's like where you want to be in life. Or if you want to do porn forever, that's cool too.
yeah, to be fair, I mean, the MILF revolution, like, you can be doing porn well into your 50s and still be doing great, but it's an exhausting job, and it's hard on your body.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really realize how hard it is. Nobody really understands the porn industry unless you're in it. And that's
Mhm.
something that I know. I feel like I have so many like friends with regular jobs, or just like people that are just so curious about it and what it's like, and surprised by it. It's super professional, like it's super hard. And people think like, you just gotta have sex like for a living, like that's fun, like cool, but it's a lot more work. It hurts my back so bad to pose all day. And like you really have to like suck in and like arch and hold it. And like if you're shooting multiple times a week, or even multiple times a month, like it could be really hard, like getting tested and having to get it now a COVID test 24 hours before each scene. Like at some points I thought my nose was gonna like deteriorate or
Yeah.
something. I was like, this is just so much. But I feel like it's definitely worth it. It's something that if you're really like passionate about it, then it can be a really great job. That's like with any job. Like if you're not into your job, like of course your job's gonna suck. And porn is no different. Like if you're not in it for the right reasons, then it's not gonna be good. But I feel like
Well,
I literally say like born for porn. Like I really feel like I was born to do this, because it just feels so right being in this
mhm.
industry.
Yeah, and that's great, because like you said, it's if it's not the right job for you, it's actually worse in a way because of the stigma that follows it. Because
Yeah, it's
I had this
terrible.
conversation with somebody the other day, like, maybe you want to try to be a fucking accountant, and then you find that you hate being an accountant, right? It's pretty easy for you to make a job switch to something else. You say in an interview, oh, what were you doing before this? Oh, I was an accountant, like, oh, okay, cool. But if you're like, you're a porn star and then you want to go do something else. And we've seen so many cases of this where nurses were kicked out of schools, people lost their jobs because people find out that they did porn in their past. Like, it
Yeah,
makes
so
you some kind
stupid.
of degenerate or criminal. And then, like,
Yeah.
it's really hard to transition to something else.
Yeah, I always say like the hardest part about the job is the way that society treats us and views us. Like we don't deserve love, like we're never gonna find love, like we don't deserve respect from our parents or from anybody else. And I've been extremely lucky in the fact that my family is so supportive and so loving and loves me unconditionally. And I just think it's so funny that like trolls on the internet are like, oh, your dad must be so proud, or your mom must be so proud. But like, really, my parents tell me they're proud of me. Like, quite a lot because I'm just they say like you're such a generous person, you're so kind-hearted, like I'll help anyone, like now that I have money, like I'll help anyone that needs it, like my friends, my family, and just really like caring. And I wish that society could see us more as like real people. Like you never understand what someone's going through or never know, so you could be just like spewing hate at someone and they could be having a really bad day, or maybe their parents like disown them because they don't see why someone could love this job or respect themselves. Like I feel like a lot of people are like, you don't respect yourself, you don't have morals, and it's like I feel like that's very like up to the person. Like everybody has different morals, everybody has different things that make them happy and want to do with their life. So like who are you to judge? Like I think that doing porn is okay, maybe you don't, but like that's no reason to like hate me for it. Like I don't hate you for going to a 9 to 5 job every day. Like it's just so weird to me. But I just wish that society was like more accepting of us, because y'all watch our porn. Like you all are watching it, millions of people are watching it, nobody, it's not like nobody's watching it. Like you're consuming it, so don't treat us like shit when we're like the ones giving that to you, that entertainment.
Yeah, it's the same people that'll like jerk off to you with one hand, and then like
Yeah,
reject you with the other. I mean, it's
yeah, I
so
say that all the
common.
time. I'm like,
Yeah,
okay, cool.
it's yeah, really fresh.